pancakes. You know, the other day I made it. I had made white potato pancakes. So I've always wanted to make shredded sweet potatoes. I mean, I tried. I remember that time I was staying with Uncle Charlie. Um, I was trying to make shredded rutabaga pie. You know, not rutabaga, but shredded rutabaga pudding. And I always wanted to try that with sweet potatoes. So I parboiled my sweet potatoes, and let's see. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and peel them. The thing is not to make them mushy. They don't feel mushy, but they do feel soft. This one do it. This one is soft. I'll just get what I can out of it. Okay, I washed my hands already. Okay, they're not too soft. Some of them not. No, they're not. But okay. Let me cut this on. Alrighty. Okay. The thing is, I'm not gonna cook it in bacon grease. Um, I know I did that last time. I ain't got no lights on. But the sweet potatoes, I'm not gonna cook in bacon grease. Um, Good morning to you. I have a scripture for you. So I've been reading the book of Matthew. And what I'm going to do is find the scripture, but it is early, child. Uh, Create in me a clean heart, Lord Jesus, and renew the right spirit within me. That is my prayer. Let me get this up here before this smoke alarm go off. There, this bacon is not thawed out all the way. Shoot. And I'm going to put this in here. A clean heart. Oh, a clean heart. Remember that song? Create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit. Yeah, clean heart. That was John P. Keys, I think. Oh, Lord. I think that's enough bacon. So, it's two ways. I make sweet potato pancakes. I usually make sweet potato patties, but I'm making shredded sweet potato pancakes. It's two ways I do that. One is with salt and pepper. That's how my grandma cooked it. And then another way is with cinnamon. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in. And share. And so, let me go ahead and, while that is trying to cook, I'm going to go ahead and shred these sweet potatoes. And this way, you don't need you have to get all the water out of the white potatoes. I think you have to do that with the sweet potatoes too. That one might be a little mushy. Okay, now I'm going to let the bacon finish cooking. Good morning. Morning. Yes, I got up this morning with the mind to praise Jesus. If I didn't have the mind to praise Jesus, I'm going to make myself praise Jesus. Oh, Lord, you know all the lies the flesh tell you about you being tired, you being this, that, and the other. Get ready to pray, come with all kinds of stuff. Ooh. Okay. I'm not going to need anything with this, but, I'm not going to need anything, any egg or, but seasonings. What kind of seasonings I'm going to use? And Grandma and them, when they cook sweet potato patties, they use salt and pepper. When I went around other people, some of them use cinnamon. I know North Carolina, you know, some people just use cinnamon. Look, soft flesh, but not too soft. Some of it is too soft, and I feel it. Oh, Lord. That's all right. It's going to be nice shredded sweet potato patties. I might have let the sweet potatoes cook just a little bit too long. But they firm. Some of it is firm. It's great. It's great. It feels great. But I'm going to cook the sweet potato patties in butter. Okay, people. Let's see what I'm going to make with salt and pepper. Or I might just make it with salt and pepper. And what I'm going to make with cinnamon. So I'm going to take some inside. All right. This is going to be one with the salt and pepper. And I am glad to see you this morning. I don't sound so chipper. I sound chipper. I'm not keeping. Oh. But I'm glad to see you. Yeah. Yes, I am. Glad to be up here. Glad to have the mind. Get up and do something. Okay. That's the salt. Where's the pepper? Either way, you could add butter to them, and you can dump them in some syrup or honey or okay. These are the salt and pepper sweet potatoes. I gotta get this salt to look like it's distributed correctly. Okay, these are salt and pepper ones. I'm gonna put salt and pepper on them, pepper, and a little salt on them again. Yeah, my grandmama used to get up and we would have sweet potato patties for breakfast. She did not cook hers in bacon grease, but she used salt and pepper on hers. And I started, as I ventured outside of the house, around other people, they use cinnamon on theirs. I don't put cinnamon and allspice. Something my Aunt Nina used to put in sweet potato pie. Cinnamon and allspice. So that is this one. So I'm putting a little allspice in it. And where is the cinnamon? The cinnamon, man. Put some cinnamon in it. Okay. Take and mix it around. Mix it in here, mix it around. Ooh, it's turning right like mushy like. Yeah. This is not going to take long. But I got to scripture to share with you. piece of bacon here. Okay. You wash the head out and start the margarine and make my little patty. No egg. You know, if I was making a pie, I would go ahead and do egg. No egg, no milk, no nothing. Just plain sweet potatoes. Okay? This is salt and pepper. This one has the cinnamon and nutmeg, so I'm going to cook these first. And I'll probably put some more salt and pepper on those. That's the thing about parboiling the potatoes. You don't have to add a lot of stuff to it. Oh Lord, that left that B complex vitamins right out. Oh. You have to add a lot of stuff to it like you do when you just shred them raw and cook them. You gotta add some flour to the sweet potatoes and the white potatoes. You gotta add a little flour or some kind of something to bond it together. You gotta get the water out of it. This is really different. You don't have to get the water out of them. When you do that to the white potatoes, you don't have to get the water out of them. When you do that to the sweet potatoes, I'm making pretty big patties. That's all right. And then I'm cook me 1 or 2 eggs. And it really don't matter to me which one is salt and pepper and which one is cinnamon and nutmeg. See, you don't have to worry about anything. They're not over mushy. They're not over mushy. Put a little salt on them, on top of them. Oh, I think I put a little bit too much. They're not over mushy. They don't crumble in my hand. And no eggs. You know what happens when you run out of eggs? And he said, yeah, he had sweet potatoes and white potatoes left. And you don't know what to do with them. Just parboil them, sit them in the refrigerator, and the next morning, have sweet potato pancakes. Let me read my scripture. Okay. is Matthew 20. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now, when he had agreed with the laborers for Darius a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said to them, you also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right I will give you. So they went. Again he went out about the sixth and ninth hour and did likewise. In about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said to them, why have you been standing here idle all day? They said to him, because no one hired us. He said to them, you also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right you will receive. So when the evening had come, the owner of the vineyard said to his steward, call the laborers and give them their wages, beginning with the last to the first. And when those came who were hired about the 11th hour, they each received a darius. But when the first came, they supposed that they would receive more, and they likewise received each a darius. And when they had received it, they complained against the landowner, saying, these last men have worked only 1 hour, and you made them equal to us who have bore the burden and the heat of the day. But he answered one of them and said, Friend, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for a darius? Take what is yours and go your way. I wish to give to this last man the same as you. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things, or is your eye evil because I am good? All right, I thank the Lord for the reading of that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna let them cook just a little bit, just a little while longer. And eat me another piece of bacon. That's all right for 5 pieces of bacon. Five pieces of bacon. Yeah, just think. You don't need egg for the white potatoes, sweet potato, for the white potatoes, and you don't need egg and all that for the sweet potatoes. It conserves. Remember growing up, we would run out of eggs. We would run out of eggs, run out of syrup. Just take some flour and water and make what they call a whole cake. It's a cake without number. It has flour, water. So I was looking it up, and the Indians, Native Americans, use cornmeal and water. You all know that the Native Americans, especially in this area, used to eat acorn flour. They ate acorn flour. I didn't know it until I was digging around. I think I found it in the Library of Congress. Digging around in the Library of Congress. And that's all where they ate acorn flour. I said, wow. I never knew it. I heard them talking about it online. They scratched that from the menu. I think they still got it in Europe. I don't know. Acorn flour. They still got something in Europe that they scratched from American menu. And good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. I have forgot this month to look for the bacon for an English breakfast. Well, I'm sure they might sell it at Aldi's because Aldi's is an international store. I don't know how long Aldi's been in Europe. This is a food desert area. We have how many stores? We have only one. We have two. We have the Piggly Wiggly took a chance and came here. So we have Piggly Wiggly, which is one store in our area. Kroger, Walmart, Publix. Publix and Aldi is new. So really this place is a food desert. We don't have none of the stores we used to have when I was coming up. And you didn't think it was a food desert because we had 2 or 3 places. Okay. I'm going to put more butter in here next time. Or margarine. I'm using Imperial. Yeah. I don't know why some stores discontinued Imperial. It's just like those expensive margarines you buy. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that was too far away. Imperial is just like that too. You know. That's one reason I started buying it. Because it kept saying that Imperial is just like the expensive brands you buy. So yeah, I know you never heard of that. Pancake bread, flour and water, cooked on top of the stove with you can use syrup or jelly, or I know somebody had made somebody some pancakes and they said, well, I don't have nothing but jelly. I don't have any syrup. And they said, I don't want those poor man pancakes. They call them poor man pancakes. I said, Lord, some pancakes with some syrup. But you know how that go. That's better, y'all. Y'all can see them cook because I done mixed everything already. And I don't know why I had it so far away. Oh, Lord, these are not staying together because I'm not letting them cook. That's okay. I'll let them cook. I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. I want some baking soda. I wanted to make some ginger beer. And so what I'm gonna do is make some ginger pineapple and ginger sherbet. I probably will do it right now. Probably do it later on today. Pineapple and ginger sherbet. Mm. It sounds right, real good. Pineapple and ginger sherbet. I brought some blood oranges because I wanted to make an orange cake. And blood oranges, I figure, give it more depth of color. I never made a cake with blood oranges before. I want to make a Winsburg orange cake. You just take the box cake mix or the recipe and replace it with orange juice. That's how my family used to do it. The Winsburg orange cake. See if this is ready. Oh no, man. I don't cook sweet potatoes in oil, y'all. I cook sweet potatoes in butter. And I'm getting what I want, sweet potato patties. I just gotta let them cook just a little longer. Until they get like together. I see my mistake. This isn't even brown. You gotta let them get brown. Alrighty now. This is the last of the salt and pepper sweet potato patties. Okay, and this one is the nutmeg and allspice. Well, let me tell you a story about my family. My granddaddy, on my mama's side, said that the ship stopped in the island over there where Jamaica is. So what happened was, there was this newscaster, and I saw him up there, and he looked just like my brother. He looked exactly like my brother. I was like he could be my brother's son. You know, it tastes good. You taste the salt and pepper, but not too much of it. Like he could be my brother's son. So My granddaddy had told us, my mama told us, that her daddy said the ship stopped in the islands. And so I heard that before. But when I saw that man that looked just like my brother, I was like, what? And he was young. He's younger than him. And he was a newscaster. I looked up there. I said, I know they ain't nothing but right. They were right. The ship stopped in the islands. I hear people on the island look just like me. I don't know if they look like my brother. This guy approached me and said, are you from the islands? I said, no. But it's just interesting how, everybody came from to-go. They must have been emptying to-go out. A lot of people came from to-go. Some people came from Ethiopia and those other places. But a lot of people came from to-go. I was like, everybody took the DNA test. I came from to-go. I said, what? My sister, older sister, and that's my family, my older sister, and her husband both came from to-go. I was like, they took the Ancestry.com. Her daughter took my niece took the Ancestry.com test and found out to-go. My other niece took it too. To-go. All of them came from to-go. Her daddy came from to-go. My mama's side of the family was traced to to-go. Oh my God. To-go. I was like, that's just amazing. You found out all those people from to-go. You say, oh, at first I said, oh, they came through to-go. No, the DNA was traced back to to-go. All of them. See, but my daddy came from to-go too, but I don't know. One of them lived all the way in Chicago. To-go. I heard stories of my grandmama family on my daddy's side. I heard stories of my other grandmama, the grandmama on my daddy's side, and the grandmama on my mother's side, and my grandmama, and she said she went to church in another church in another city to hear my grandmama on my daddy's side play the guitar. So she played the guitar. No, I gotta let it cook, y'all. Maybe I'm not cooking it in enough butter. She played the guitar, and so she said when she was a little girl, she went to the church and heard her playing. Probably had Alzheimer's, but I did believe her. And because they all come from the same tribe, like they all found each other and met up with each other and said like, hey, and knew what tribe each other was from, and they all just met up together. Oh no, but my granddaddy on my daddy's side, he came from Florida. Yeah. His family started in Florida, the Reeses, yeah. And their family used to run with the Native Americans. Mm, that is good. Put some butter on it. That's good. Yeah. Everybody came from Togo. Yeah, and that story of the ship, my granddaddy, on my mama's side, he was like a second generation American. Second up, so he was second. But mama is on my daddy's side, on her mama's side, fourth generation American. On the daddy's side, she was second or third. No, she was third generation. But we go by the ones who was here the longest. And he came in port in Smith, and he came in port, I think, here. He came in port in Virginia, and was sold to somebody, his daddy in Smithfield. So I looked him up online to find out, yeah, his daddy name, I think it was, or his granddaddy name was Marrow. I said, Marrow? Those people from New York. Oh Lord, they were New Yorkers, Virginians, Californians, Chicagoans, and I don't know who else. I remember something named Marrow. What in the world? Yeah, granddaddy name was Bourbon on my mama's side. I have a family member who told everybody she was Native American, and really, she Caucasian. Really, she was Caucasian. And black, but she was around and told everybody she was Native American. Why? Because my family married into Native Americans. This isn't done yet. See if I can turn this one over. Yeah, I got it over. Good, man. This is good. This is good. Imagine what the other ones are going to taste like with the nutmeg and cinnamon. Yeah, we used to do that. But everybody knew who she was. And the people told the parents, told, not her parents, but told that she won't. Native American. Everybody knew it. The whole farm knew it. Everybody knew it, right? Everybody knew it. All the farms on the trail knew who she was. But she liked to do that. I'm Indian. I'm Indian. I'm Indian. Indian and black. You can add some sweetness to this if you want to. Yeah. Some honey, some sugar. But whatever it is, you don't have to add a whole lot of flour and eggs unless you're making a pie. and a whole lot of sugar there. If you're making a grated sweet potato pie, not grated but shredded, you have to add egg and vanilla and everything you add in the pie. I always wanted to make a grated sweet potato pie, and you better believe I'm going to use that food processor to create that dish. I saw some Indian dishes up there. I saw Indian mixture, a herb, seasoning mix. And he made it. I think I got all the herbs he had. I might. Nadia, she got up there and made herbal mixtures. Lots of them. And, make your own herbal blend. That's basically what that is. Green seasoning is your own herbal blend. There. Yeah. I'm not going to sit no egg on top of sweet potato because I don't eat like that. But sometimes I do things that I don't normally eat. I ate calamari for the first time. I wish I would have recorded it. How did it taste? I tasted it. I tasted fried calamari for the first time. Is it octopus or squid? One of them. I had never tried calamari in my life. Every time I saw calamari, I said, no, thank you. And my oldest brother eats it. He eats calamari. Yeah. My youngest brother must have looked like my granddaddy. I don't remember what he looked like. I met him once when he escaped from the mental institution. He had escaped from I think it was Eastern State. Yeah. Coming to see my grandmama. All right, now let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Don't have to be perfect. This one seems like it's so slouchy. It's not sturdy. It's going to take some time for these to cook. I thought it was going to take a few minutes. No. I mean, look at it. It's 11 o'clock. I started at 10. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of them in here. Okay, people. I have some finished scripts I need to try to do. One of them. I have all these thoughts in my head. I said I need to write this stuff down. So I got it at least written down a little bit. Ooh, this one is falling apart. I should have let it sit longer. Okay, and these are the last two. Put this aside. Yeah. My grandma and granddaddy was very separated. Well, anyway, what was talking about? I was talking about, oh yeah, when I saw that man up there, and then my my sister saw a girl in Brazil advertising hair that looked just like my brother. Where you find my face at? In the Midwest. It looked just like my brother. And in India, I saw my face in India. Looked just like my brother. His daddy must have been worked because there probably was no men on the farm. Yeah. They were also in Europe. I don't know where in Europe, but they were also in Europe. I can't tell you where. They were in Europe, America. Pretty sure where in Europe they were. Africa. I don't think they traveled back and forth to Africa that much because of the pirate ships. But yet, my family come off a pirate ship. I think they were, so after slavery was over. Look at that butter. Oh, that's not even set yet. Set. I think they were sold after slavery was over. And I think, yeah, I'm not sure. Or it came off the last slave ship because I'm 5th generation American on my mama daddy's side. On my grandmama's daddy's side. She was 4th generation American. She was 4th. Yeah, mama was 4th. Grandma was 3rd generation American. And yeah, that would make her daddy 2nd generation American. And then that would make 5th generation, 1st generation American, his daddy. Well, the people he married into, they've been here a long time. I don't know how long the James has been here. And he also married into the Coleman. Yeah, Coleman. He married into Coleman and the Jameses. And who knows how long they've been here. And my mama, all right, yeah. So I'm 5th generation American. On my granddaddy's side, my African granddaddy's side. And on my other granddaddy's side, on my mama's daddy's side, I would be, because she was like, with granddaddy, she was 4th generation. With him, he was 2nd generation. She would be 3rd generation on that side, and I would be 4th generation. You know, you can come in that port free, but you had to marry into the African Americans of the country. Or and they were all attached to a farm. Or, as we say now, a community. They were all attached to a community. So if you came here, no matter how you came, you had to marry into somebody from America. They got cooked with a little. That's good. a cinnamon one. I think so. Yeah, you had to marry to somebody attached to a farm, right? You couldn't just you could marry somebody. No, you had to marry to the free people. The free people were all attached to a farm. They came from somewhere. The free people came on a slave ship. Or, yeah, the funny thing is that you could go on those ships, work them, and you leave as a bound person, as a slave, and when you get on the other shore, you are free. Yeah, I don't know where they went to. They went somewhere where you were free. You had maids. The maids were Caucasian. Some of the people, girl. Maids were Caucasian, y'all. And you went somewhere where you were just free. Free to roam around, free to, just free. Free from slavery. Yeah. One of his, like a lady with straight hair. She had to leave as a maid. And when she got to the other shore, she was free. The one who started all the salons. And I don't know which hair grease she made, but she made one of them. And she was working for a lady who made, I saw the movie, Sulfur 8. Sulfur 8 is good. I use that on my hair, on my toes, on my hands. Yes, I do. I take Sulfur 8 and put it on my hands. Okay. Yeah. And I'm like, on the African side of my family, I'm like 5th generation American. On my mama's side, that's on my grandmama's side. On my mama's side, which I don't count, we need to count the African that has been here the longest. On my mama's side, I am 4th generation, I think 4th. Yeah. She was a 3rd, that makes me the 4th. My nieces and nephews, they 6th generation. My great nieces and nephews, they 7th generation. Because we used to go back, the one been here the longest. Most definitely my mama or daddy came by a slave ship, not a slave ship, but a pirate ship, because it stopped by the islands. The Bahamas, Jamaica, all those places, it stopped by the islands. When you see that person up there looking just like you, You like, what? Yeah. Because that might be your cousin. It might be. Now, what generation cousin? Oh, it might be my cousin. Looking just like he must look like my brother. My brother must look like my granddaddy. Looking just like him. Looking just like him, just like him. I'm looking to see if anybody in North Carolina look like my family. But, something else. You are the covenant keeping God. You see that baby looking at somebody and like, hey, doesn't look like, oh Lord, my brother's face is everywhere. I heard this everywhere. Ain't nothing but to try. Actually, ate some cranberries to the sweet potatoes, but I didn't. Nothing but to try. Add the cranberries to oatmeal. Egg, this one is cracking. Just getting softer. I thought it would be cooking. Ooh, burning. Let's get this one. Oh, let me get out of here. But next time I make sweet potato patties, I'm going to parboil the sweet potatoes. Oh, Lord, you smell that cinnamon and stuff. Okay, that one burnt. This is real life, honey. Okay, let me wash this out and give me 2 eggs and finish this meal. Or I can just use a little pan. I don't have a little pan up here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me use a little pan. If I knew that, I had a little pan up here. I don't want to cook the eggs too soon, though. Okay, here we go. So all I'm going to do is cook me 2 eggs. And then I'm going to present to you my breakfast, which is now 11:20. When I usually do patties, you know, my grandma cooked them raw. She made her sweet potato patties raw. Yeah. Everybody in my family was running around calling themselves Native Americans. I was laughing at it, and then all of a sudden, they come out. Oh my God, I'm 1% Native American. 1%. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in on my next video. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be the ginger and... Oh, this ad isn't working. I totally forgot. That ad just isn't working. Oh, Lord. This eye. Got these eyes that don't work. I reported to the office. Yeah, if you're renting, you report everything to the office. You not have to sit up there like that and never report anything. And then when you move, you held responsible for everything. So, okay, this eye is working. And after I cook my 2 eggs, I'm gonna share with you my breakfast that took me an hour to cook. I think I overdid it. Yeah. I have never traced the ship that my first or second granddaddy came on. I know that I mean my fifth generation granddaddy or my third generation granddaddy. They gave him the name Marrow. Oh my God. Ah, I said, hey, Marrow. That's blown out upstate. That's New York, y'all. I was looking up on Ancestry.com, which I haven't got on in a long time. I said, that's New York to the core. Marrow. He called his son Bourbon. My daddy. My daddy would tell me, don't share no maiden names. My granddaddy, my daddy family, they came in all the way in Florida. And then migrated to North Carolina. Migrated. Yeah, they stayed free. Start marrying into African Americans. You can't be married to a community. I heard some Caucasians I never mixed with Africans. I don't know. Africans, Native Americans, I don't know, man. Some people are not used to, they're not used to certain things. They not. They say that people get, they say, all right, they had a saying that was a racist people. Yeah. If you were 3%, what was it? 3 or 4% black, you were black. And you know, some people follow that protocol. Okay, good. Unless you like pure African. Been here for generations. Just here. I don't follow that protocol. We just used to say stuff like that. Because people used to say that, and then we would get up and start saying stuff like that. Some kind of protocol, yeah. Child's play. And we would talk about other communities and what they say. And how they would say 3% black and you're black and all this kind of stuff. They got the same mentality as them. Look at it, the mentality seem almost the same. African Americans telling Caucasians, who are another race, that they are black. Their people ain't black. no more than you are Caucasian, right? Don't do that. Just go ahead. Yeah, that was, oh my God. They were some of the most racist people to us. And we would get up there and start talking that crap, talk that stuff. What was my brother's favorite word? You don't respect the black man. Some people just don't respect the black man. And what neighborhood talk like that? That was my neighborhood. All right, you don't respect the black man. They start saying that stuff. Some people just don't respect black people. And you would say that to me when I would listen to that. And that was quite a bit. It has, I do too. Oh, let's see if this flips right. Okay, one of them flip right. The other one is a busted yolk, so I don't really care. I might need to cook all the way done. Yeah. Get up there and start ranking on each other, and we would say some of everything. All those words we forbidden to say, especially when won't nobody looking. My mama, she was the most friendliest person. She had people, friends in every community. Every community, even the community didn't like dark skinned people. She was even friends with them everywhere. All right, y'all. Thank you for gathering with me as I eat my breakfast. And victory belongs to Jesus, and he has given the victory to us. You have a blessed day.